Hey, good morning. Welcome to a brand new video. I'm here in Venice. Some of you probably follow me on Instagram. Already know that I've been in Venice for like, I don't know, probably like 2 days, 3 days, 2 days and a half. And look, I usually don't make videos like this. I don't know where to put my phone, to be honest. I'm just gonna put it there. I'm not the person who actually makes these kinds of videos because I usually tend to enjoy my vacation, my trips. You know, I travel a lot. I actually go, I don't know, at least 2, 3, 4 different places a year. And I'm not a negative person at all. I'm not a negative person when I'm traveling. Sometimes I actually ask my people in Instagram, like, hey, have you noticed this from these people and stuff? But I don't usually judge any culture or anything. In the end, I'm actually visiting. I'm not from any place where I go. So there's no reason why you should be like complaining about some people. You know what I mean? Having said that, something new has happened in the past few days here on Venice. I'm in Venice, Italy, and I've been to Rome, I've been to Florence, I've been to Via Reggio, I've been to Pisa, I've been to like the area of Toscana, I've been to Verona. And this is the first time I can actually ask, and I actually asked about it in my Instagram, like, hey, is everybody like rude in Venice, or it's just like my perception? So I want to start this video in 3 phases. Number 1, in regards to the hotel that I'm in. That's the number 1. I don't usually talk about hotels. This is actually the first time I'm gonna mention the hotel that I'm staying at, and I believe it's worth it so that you don't actually fall into the same trap I fell into. And if you're in Venice, if you're a follower from me in Venice, or this is the first time you're watching this and you're like, you don't think I'm right about this, well, not right, but you don't think, you think like I'm overreacting and stuff, then just, I don't know, just forgive me, I guess, or I'm sorry, I don't know. The place is beautiful though. So, let's talk about the hotel. The hotel, I don't remember the name. I'm gonna put it here. It's Palazzetto Pisani Grand Canal. The hotel, if you actually look for pictures online, I actually got this through booking.com, because that's actually the website that I always use. So booking.com. And I'm gonna put some pictures here so you can check them out. If you actually go through the pictures of that hotel, it looks amazing, right? I have this view, like right here. I have like some sort of museum on the other side. I'm not that art person, but the hotel looks gorgeous on the pictures, right? When I actually got into the hotel, I'm not the type of person who actually gets like suites. Well, suite, yeah, but not penthouse or anything. Right now, they gave us this room. I'm traveling with my girlfriend, by the way. They gave us this. This is like the living room area. This is like the rest area. And the rooms are right there. I'm not gonna show them to you because it's all messy right now. I just woke up. There's like a office little here, which I'm actually going to be using. There's an extra room right here with a bar. Well, is this an actual bar? But they made this bed because they were expecting like some sort of family or whatever. So I'm not the type of person that will actually pay for this place. Why? Because I don't spend that much time in the room. I most of the time just spend like an hour resting, and then I go again and take a walk, because I'm basically being a tourist, so I want to be like getting to know places more than anything, right? But I'd like to stay in a nice place, right? With a bed, maybe a little couch, a desk where I can work. That's it. I don't pay for this thing. But when I actually arrived, and I don't really have pictures of it, I'm gonna try to look for some of them online to show you the room that I was given. It was supposed to be a classic double room or something. And let me show you what it looks like. Now, I'm always going to say, by the way, I'm recording this with a selfie stick. I'm always going to say that if that's what you paid for, just deal with it, okay? But let me show you 3 pictures of the rooms that I actually booked. This, and this, and what I got for. If I showed it to you, I don't know. If not, I'm gonna put like something similar to it. I'm not exaggerating here. So I called the reception like immediately after I was given like the room and stuff. The bellboy actually brought like all the baggage and stuff, and I was like asking this is not the room that I wanted. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm just just bringing the bags. Maybe you should call the reception. So I called the reception, and a guy answered. Again, this is probably skipping slightly ahead. The person was kind of rude. I'm not saying that the guy yelled at me or anything, but he was like, yeah, that's the room that you booked for. And then I was like, oh, I heard something. And then I was like, yeah, but this looks nothing like the pictures that you showed me, right? And then the guy goes like, let me see your reservation. Then it took like 2 minutes to find the reservation, right? And he's like, hey, you booked through booking.com. And it's like, yeah. So that's the room that you booked for. And I'm like, I don't care where I booked from, right? You know, I'm looking at the pictures on the hotel, and this looks nothing like the pictures of the hotel. And plus, this room specifically is not even shown at any website of the hotel. So I mean, there's a reason for it, right? It's not worth. By the way, like to have this on the record, I paid like $350 per night for that room or something like that, 300 euros or whatever. And I think that room is like $50 a night. Believe me. All right, I've traveled a lot, and I know like some of the prices of the hotel. I know the pricey places are like in Paris and stuff, but here $50 can get you that. All right, and then he was like, "Let me look." I asked them, "Do you have like any upgrade or something I can get?" I wasn't asking for it for free, but then the guy was like, "You know what? I'm receiving check-ins right now, so I can deal with this right now." Like literally, I'm not. He didn't yell at me, but do you actually think that's actually rude? Like, leave it in the comments. I mean, if a guest is calling you and saying, "Look, this is not the room that I booked for," and you're like, "You know what? I can deal with it right now. I'm dealing with some other people." I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they're more important or less important than me, but I'm already like a paid customer. So you should actually, if it's not you, there should be somebody else that could actually deal with this situation, right? So I simply just like, okay, whatever. And I hung up, right? The next minute, like 30 seconds later, like he probably realized in regards to what happened. And by the way, I don't have anything against this person. He did like the best. Honestly, I really thanked them, and I was like, you know what? This is not your fault at all. This is not his fault at all. It's the hotel's fault, the management. And I said to him, like, you did a great job, all right? He did a great job. This part where he said that, I'm gonna explain it like in the future, like it's a culture thing, whatever. And, but anyways, he called me back, and I was like, yes. And he's like, hey, yes, I wanted to help you. So I looked for another room. Oh, by the way, because in the previous call I said, I know, and this one I actually said, you know what, it's okay, I'm just gonna look for a new hotel. I was actually looking for a Hilton that isn't here. I'm not a Hilton member, so I was like, I don't even know why I didn't look for a Hilton. Then I remembered that with my girlfriend, what we decided to do was to actually look for something classy, to something like, you know, to feel a little bit more of a local space. And so that's why we decided to go with this hotel, right? But we didn't know that we were not going to get what we asked for. Does that make sense? And so let's just go ahead and switch from the position, I guess. All right, I think this is better. So that's the reason why we decided to go with this hotel. But we didn't know that we were gonna get this room, right? So then he goes like, "Oh, okay, sir," but I believe he was like confused because I don't think like many customers a year would actually say like, you know what, just keep your money. I'm just gonna look for a new hotel. So he's like kind of surprised and confused. I get that. And then he was like, "Let me see if I can do something for you." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." You know, I was really pissed at the previous moment where he said that he couldn't help me at that moment. And so I was looking for a new hotel when he called again, like 1 minute later. He was like, "Hey, my manager, it seems like she's gonna get you like a suite instead of the room. Can you come downstairs? I'm gonna show it to you." And I was like whatever. The dude was actually doing what he had to do. He was professional, except for that little comment. He was professional, so I was not going to just be rude to him. So I was like, all right, let's just go ahead and see it. Maybe I'm surprised. Then the hotel is like in this castle. Maybe if you can find out about what the name of the hotel. And we went across the street to a different building inside of the castle as well, but a different building. It smelled like somebody had been peeing in there for like 100 years. Okay, it stank. And so we went up like 3 different floors and we were shown a suite that honestly, I don't know why they call it a suite. It should be like I don't know, like a bed guest room. It was like right in the attic, like on the roof, like in this little, like the rooftop was like right like this, like inclined. It was awful, all right? It was awful. And I even asked my girlfriend, "What do you think?" And she's like, "Nah." And then I told him, "You know what? We're just gonna take that room. We're just gonna like take a shower because we were like kind of sweaty for the train and stuff, and we're gonna decide later on." He was like, "You should take this room," and he pointed out something that honestly I appreciate, but it doesn't work with our customers. And it was like, "You're gonna get this one for free, and it's way more expensive." And I was like, if this is way more expensive, can you imagine paying like $2,000 for 3 days in that room? It's like, yeah, it's not a selling point in your favor, right? But then we went back to our room, and oh no, I'm sorry. Before we went back, he said the manager wants to talk to you and wants to see if she can offer you like the penthouse on the top of the building, but it's way more expensive. And I was like, just give me the price, and if I don't think it's too pricey, I said too pricey, but in my head it was like, if it's not a stupid price, then I might just get it. You know, I didn't want to move. Like, again, we don't have taxis here. We got like these boats, and I don't really like boats, you know. So I was like, I don't want to have to go through it again. But if it's not too pricey, then I'll just take it. And then he kept me waiting for like 5 minutes. The manager never showed up, and this is a real complaint. Look, I'm not the princess. By the way, the queen is supposed to stay here a lot of times or whatever, the Queen of England. And I don't really care if she stayed here. I love the queen, by the way. I don't care who stayed in this hotel, but I'm not the most important person. But trust me, I'm the type of person that looks for quality. I'm not looking for a low price. I'm looking for quality, and that by that I mean room-wise, attention-wise, polite. That's what I'm looking at. Otherwise, I would just get an Airbnb for half the price, and I got like everything that I had in this penthouse without anybody like looking at my face all the time. Does that make sense? So I'm looking for a hotel because I want attention. So the manager never came down. If that's a manager who, I don't know, probably at some point of their life, they actually watch this, or their bosses, look, you have the wrong person at the hotel, because I have over 200,000 people following me, and people are looking at this video because you're the person that you actually had as a manager didn't really care about my satisfaction, right? But anyways, the same person, the same gentleman actually came and said, I'm gonna show you the penthouse. We're not sure if you can give it to you because other people actually reserved it, but they haven't confirmed like a credit card. And I was like, yeah, let's just go ahead and look at it. At the end, the person, the front desk man was actually trying hard at that point, like we didn't leave, you know what I mean? So I really appreciate that from him. That's the reason why I said that person is not part of the complaint. And then we looked at this place. I even looked at my girlfriend. Honestly, this is not like the best penthouse I've ever been at. Honestly, like for real. But then I looked at my girlfriend. She was like, "It is better, way better, right?" So she's not that demanding. I'm the picky one, all right? So I was like, well, whatever, right? And the guy said, "I'm gonna let you know if this is possible, right?" And so then we went to the other room, and it took like 5 minutes before he called me back one more time and said, "Hey, you know what? You can get the room, and it's, I think it was 310 euros extra for the night or something like that. I don't know." And I was like, "So you mean 900 euros more? It's gonna get me that room?" And he was like, "Yes." Okay, charge it. Who cares, right? I was gonna pay like 1,500 euros to go to the Hilton. And I didn't care losing this money and paying for the other one. You already know me though. The followers for me, you already know me. If you're new in the channel and this is the first video you look from me, then you're probably gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's so cocky." No, it's just the way I am, all right? I don't care losing the 1,000 euros. I'd rather spend more money and have a great experience than regret about it the whole time, okay? And so I decided to pay for it, and this is the room that they gave us. Now, continuing with the hotel, and I think I'm gonna make this a 3-part video because it's kind of becoming long. In the night, we came back. We were looking for drinks, not dinner, because we ate like at 6 p.m. a pizza, whatever, so I wasn't hungry, I was thirsty. I made the big mistake of not going into a store and grabbing a couple of sodas or a couple of bottles of water, because I thought, and because I was offered, that there was a restaurant in the hotel. So I called downstairs and I was like, "Hey, if I buy some drinks, can I bring them into like my room? Because I wanted to drink right here watching TV. I didn't want to go to the restaurant, right?" And they were like, "Yeah, you can do that." And then, "Do you have room service?" And they were like, "Yeah, we have room service." Awesome. So what number should I dial? So I dialed the room service number, and someone picked up the phone. I think it was like a helper or something. He didn't speak that much English. And then he transferred me to this person, I don't know your name, but honestly, you like ruined it, or you were part of the ruined a Venice like trip. The first and last one in my life here. And he said, I said like, "Hey, do you have room service? We just wanted a few drinks." And he was like, "Yeah, but you're gonna have to wait because I'm the only person here, and I don't have time right now." And I was like, "Okay." Look, I was getting used to that type of like treatment in this city, so I really didn't get that much offended. And instead, I actually said, "Hey, would it help if I actually go downstairs and just get them myself? Maybe, you don't have to come upstairs. I can just go ahead and go and get them, right?" And he was like, yeah. Okay, so I'm just coming downstairs, right? So I went downstairs with my girlfriend, and he saw us. So I mean people here in Venice. And then I went and take a seat in the bar, looking at the drinks menu and everything, and nobody came to take an order. At a certain point, after a few minutes, this same guy who took my phone, took the phone call, like came to the table next to us. It was the place wasn't 100% empty, right? There was nobody there. It was a line that we was like too busy. There was nobody there. So he was like arranging the forks and spoons and everything on one table. And I was like, "Excuse me." No, I said hi, like hi. Just wanted to ask in regards to the green. So I said hi. When I say hi, he didn't even look at me. He just did this and said, "I'm preparing something for 2 guests, so you're gonna have to wait." Look, I'm not saying he's racist, because I do get a lot of racism, right? I'm not saying he's racist, but I'm saying he is. And if he's not, then forgive me, just unpolite. You were never educated, and probably it's your parents' fault. But I mean, even if we didn't get like the best education, you do have some common sense that if you work in customer service, you're supposed to service the customer, right? But so far, this is the experience at the hotel. I haven't left yet, and I'm gonna leave tomorrow. I'm gonna be in Verone for an entire day, and tomorrow I'm just gonna come back to sleep here. I'm gonna buy some stuff at the store to eat here, because obviously I'm like, I don't know, they're too good to sell me food, you know? I paid cash like 2,000 something for the room, but like entirely, but I'm not too good to get the drinks that I wanted. All right. So this hotel, the worst experience. I've been to Dubai, I've been to Scotland, I've been to London, I've been to Rome, Florence, Verone, I've been to Viareggio, I've been to Pisa, I've been to Paris, I've been to Disneyland Paris, I've been to Mexico, I've been to a bunch of cities in Mexico, I've been to Colombia, I've been everywhere. And the worst experience that I've had with over 30 trips is this one, this hotel. So I'm just gonna leave the video right here and make a part 2 talking about like the people in the city and stuff. So if you enjoyed it, just go ahead and hit the like button. If you think I'm wrong, just hit this dislike button. This is just my experience, and hopefully you have one better. So yeah, I'll see you next time.